Welcome to C's Get Degrees, the podcast where we explore what it means to be done with college and our attempts to answer the question, what the hell do we do now? I'm your host this week, Mark. I am a recent television arts major graduate with a minor in film studies, and my lovely co-hosts can introduce themselves in whichever way they see fit.
Yay, Mark! So also apologies about last episode's lack of introductions. Our recording bot decided to totally piece out that portion. I'm Robyn. I also graduated a television arts major with organizational communication and film studies minors. I'll pass it to our new person this week, Nolan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nolan Beaumont. I am also, like everyone here, these great people, a recent Bradley grad. I graduated with a major in sports communication and a minor in journalism. And I am from good old Tinley Park, Illinois. And I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll jump in after Mr. Nolan. I am Joe. I also graduated with the exact same thing as a sports communication major and a journalism minor.
Great man.
From the St. Louis area, repping the Southern Illinois, and we're ready to get this thing
What's your
going.
home address?
Yeah, let's put that on file. We'll have Mark's and now Joe's on here.
I'm repping the 618.
Just wait for all of our fans to come outside the building.
To dox us.
Legions of fans.
Rushing in.
And then
Meet and
I'm
greet on
Holden. Holden Frosted Flakes Kellogg.
Oh my gosh.
We love to see it.
And I was a journalism major with a marketing minor. Also graduated. I don't know if that's is that like a gimmick? I don't know. Anyway, I work at a radio station right now, part time.
Yeah, what's your call
hopefully
sign?
soon. I'm not going to give that out
Don't give that out.
for legal purposes, and I also don't want to get fired. You're
Smart.
my girlfriend just walked in. She's on a break, and our cat is gonna ceaselessly meow. But yeah. So, do you want to say hi?
I can hear you, cat.
First guest on the C's Get Degrees podcast
Distant
ever.
hello from both parties. Welcome back to the doxing podcast, where we just dox our home address and our work.
It's the
All right, so
best.
my home address it's going to be really funny because I'm just going to put a giant censor bar here and, it'll be funny.
You said that the last episode,
Yeah.
though. It didn't happen.
No, but I didn't do it last episode, but I'm going to do it this time.
I gave out his real address last episode.
We're going back to...
And then one of these times I'm actually going to forget and just give my home address.
We're 2 episodes in and reusing content.
We have a guest.
Kitty. Audio listeners love you to
I
death.
hear the purring.
Holden is showing his cat right now, and it's very cute.
Lovely.
She's a sweetie.
My cats
Alright.
hate being held.
She's just coming around to being held by me.
So, I know we talked about jobs last week. Do any of us have an update?
I guess that would be me, my department.
Oh,
So
So,
Nolan,
Drumroll.
yes, I just, as of 2 days ago in the morning, I am officially a news/sports reporter out in Wausau, Wisconsin for their Channel 7 CBS station.
that's our boy.
let's go! Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah, I got a offer from them early, not this week, but the previous week, and
As
just
of
wanted to
recording.
kind of, just kind of wanted to visit out there first, see how everything would be, how I'd feel about the not only the just the station, how they operate, but of course the people there and the community. And the community is nice. It's just a really nice small town. There's a decent amount of stuff to do if you're an outdoorsy person. That's a that's the right place for you. I'm not the most outdoorsy person. I don't know how to ski, but maybe we can change that someday. But the best thing, was just the really after that first day. I mean, I loved my interview with them, and I was talking to great people the entire time, but just unbelievable people there. Clicked immediately with them, and it was an easy choice after that first night. I felt very, very good about what I was doing, and then a couple of days later, it became official, and I'm very grateful.
Let's go. Okay.
You
I
stand
like
a humble
Fucking
king.
man.
I
The
like
man.
I love when you like can connect with the people that like you're interviewing with. Like there's been places where I've interviewed and I'm like, I just need this for money, so I don't care. But you could tell like you're just kind of faking your answers in the interview just to get the job. And then other places are just like chill, like you go, what shows do you watch? Oh, that's chill. Do you want the job? I'm like, yeah, I do actually, thank you.
Yeah,
Christ.
it's funny because well, firstly, I'll just say like even during the actual like interview, we had a Zoom interview, and then I went out there a couple days later, of course. But even then, and even being there, like this might come off the wrong way, but you just got to think about it a little bit. Like it really didn't feel like I was talking to like people like that I'd be working for, like my bosses and all that. Like, yeah, they were very informative. They were fantastic in what they were telling me. But like we just had, I mean, we had fun. That first night there, I had dinner with two of the people I've been talking to the most, besides the sports director there, and yeah, dinner with three people, and it was just amazing. And I forgot the other point I was trying to get at. Oh, yeah. So, no, the people there, 20 out of 10s, they were unbelievable. And I cannot wait to work with them, especially, going at a place I've never been before and don't know anybody. So that'll help. But no, I brought up, they were telling me about restaurants down there. I'm like, guys, I'll be honest, as long as you have a Culver's, I'm set. So literally, I took one of the women there gave me a tour of like the entire place, and she made sure to point out every single Culver's and emphasize that. So just like fun stuff like that. I'm like
Easy. Yeah.
they were genuinely themselves. They were themselves, and they weren't trying to sell like or BS anything. So I'm talking a lot, which is like maybe good for a podcast. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's kind of
No,
the
that's what
point
we're
of why
asking.
we're here.
Yeah, I had to mute
We're
myself
supposed to
for a
talk.
little
We're
bit.
supposed to talk for an hour and a half.
love it. Love it.
Speaking of fast foods, last night I blew my own mind. I think I made the top tier dessert, okay? So I went to McDonald's and got the strawberry cream pie. But then I went to Wendy's and got the strawberry frosty. And you mix those two together. Oh my god. The strawberry frosty is like Nesquik. Like strawberry Nesquik. It is beautiful.
You okay?
Absolutely.
That sounds amazing. Fake strawberry is not usually my deal in like ice cream and stuff at least, but like that sounds good.
Yeah,
was very good.
I thought I've done everything fast food related, but I never did like a crossover. I've
Oh,
never
come
done
on,
that.
man.
Let me think about.
Crossovers are the best.
You're missing
Okay,
out.
okay. I'm gonna interrupt real
Really?
quick because you brought up Wendy's. Now, I have a very strong opinion
Uh-oh.
about this, and
Oh,
you're all
God,
gonna
okay.
hate me. Dipping your fries in a frosty is disgusting.
I'm not a fan. I'm not
Good
a fan.
answer.
I love Wendy's.
Good
Oh.
answer, Mark.
Oh.
I
It's
mean,
so
Do you
gross.
dip your fries, Robin?
I just think
Salty
Wendy's is a
sweet.
little overpriced.
I mean, yeah, it is. But like salty sweet.
Overpriced. What kind of Wendy's are you going to? The
The
4 for 4 got me through the
They got
entire.
rid of the 4 for 4,
Or like a
didn't they?
regular burger, like the whatever the Dave double thing is. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's why you don't get that. You get the
Dave
4
like
for
that.
4.
Well,
That's
yeah, I
why.
know there's a
4
4
for
for 4, but
4.
I can't.
The Biggie bag.
Wait,
Man, as
I
to
don't wanna-
quote the Bible, man cannot live on the 4 for 4 alone.
Bullshit, he can't.
What testament
Okay.
is that?
Bullshit, he can't.
this is like one of the top answers. Yep, they discontinued the 4 for 4 meal and the $5 biggie bag in all
What?
its
The
many
biggie
forms.
bag.
I had a biggie
Like,
bag last week.
this was back in 2021.
Yeah, I had
What?
a biggie bag last week. I don't know what they're talking about. There's a major bag alert for a reason. Robyn, you should know that.
Major
Yeah, but,
bag
like,
alert.
Wendy's doesn't have the bag no more. They
Biggie
lost
bag?
it.
Does it come with like a
I'm
minifigure of like
genuinely
Biggest
upset
Smalls?
about this now.
No, yeah, like
Like
I
the
remember
whole-
they got rid of it, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want Wendy's anymore. Except I've also done Frosty and then the Cinnabon Delights at Taco Bell. I'm telling you, I know how to make a good fucking dessert. That shit slept. Like the warm Cinnabon Delights, and then the fucking
Oh,
ice
from
cool
Taco
Frosty.
Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jesus Jizz Balls.
Sorry?
Beg your pardon?
the Cinnabon Delight.
You gotta speak. You gotta speak Holden's language, dude. Come on.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah, of
dude, the
course.
Cinnabon Delights. So that comes from when I worked at a golf course. Like my coworker, shout out to my coworker. I'll say just the first letter M. He was like, yeah. He would be like, oh, yo, you had those Jesus Jizz Balls from Taco Bell? And I knew immediately what he was talking about. I was like, oh, yeah, the Cinnabon Delights. It's like, yeah. Like, those are great. Like, I love those. It's like, Jesus Jizz Balls is now the new name for those. I love them. I don't care.
Coined a new term.
You just
My
made
question
me like
is-
regret this podcast. I will never destroy you.
Yeah,
any
is
more
there only going to be
episodes.
2
This is
episodes and
the
it's just gonna
last
cut off his
episode.
Jesus Jizz Balls?
This is it.
Because of Jesus
Yeah.
just
So
balls.
thank you guys
Yeah.
for joining us on C's Got Degrees. Now that we have our degrees, we are going to never record another episode. Thank you very much.
Can we
Thanks
please
to our one
name
fan,
this
Nolan
episode the finale?
Parker.
The finale, okay.
I make one
Nolan,
appearance.
can you
and
make
I'm
a
done.
3-part documentary?
And
of
then
that
the
list?
next week we just come up with a new podcast, and it's just like
D's
Yeah, we're good.
got degrees. It's D's got degrees.
Oh god.
The sequel.
We only have 26 episodes. We'll go through each letter of the alphabet and then we're done.
That's
I hate
just
you
it.
guys.
well, then we'll go through the Russian alphabet.
Unfortunately,
Relic.
I hate to break it to you, I do not know the Russian alphabet.
It's easy.
That's why
It's
it works.
V
Yeah.
for vodka.
Nolan, you think I'm with you? I got
hate
D
you.
on fucking deck. I've got D on fucking
B
D
is
on
V,
deck.
and then it's B is V, and then like this like arch is just P, and then P is R. It's weird. I took Russian for 1 year in middle school. I sucked at it. I got a C.
I can't believe they offered Russian.
But you
That's-
got a
that's, like,
degree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They offered it for like a
Yeah.
few years, and then the program was like unpopular, so that they stopped doing it. And some people almost got screwed out of like because you needed to do at least like 2 years of a foreign language to like graduate high school.
Really?
Yeah,
We literally didn't offer foreign language at all. Like we didn't have Spanish or anything. And so
Really?
like yeah, there was like a point where someone I knew applied to Mizzou, and to get into Mizzou, that's one of like the requirements is that you have like foreign language. And like the counselor forgot to write a letter basically being like, "Yo, we don't offer it. Like sorry, but she couldn't get it anyways." And so her application basically got like pushed to the side until like they called and they were like, "Well, because you didn't have foreign language." And they're like, I couldn't have it, you know? Like there was no way for me to like have that course. It was like a whole mess. But that's
Yeah.
why I went for a Bachelor of Science, because I learned that the Spanish courses were like, oh, you need to know some Spanish before going into it. And I was like, I don't know any.
So-
I think I'm good.
So it was funny. So at our school we had a level 2 diploma which you could apply for, and one of the requirements is that you take 4 years of foreign language. So basically, because ours was a combined high school and middle school, but it's like all 4 years of your high school you had to take a foreign language, and then that was one of the requirements. The other one was like you had to do a certain number of like hours or like extracurricular programs, which they almost tried to like cajole me out of like and say I wasn't in a pit, like I wasn't in a play that I most definitely was, and that's its own little story that I'll get to. It's a short story, but yeah, I
Did
took
you have to,
4.
like, point at a photo that was like, this is me. I'm literally in it.
So that's basically what I had to, but yeah, I
This is me.
took up to honors. Technically, any level past 1 was honors level, but I took like
was
up to
with us,
French
yeah.
5, and then when I got to Bradley and I took the French placement exam, just for the hell of it, I placed into 101. level French. I took I essentially meaning I learned nothing.
Yeah, I got a 0 on that
I'm in the
test. I didn't get one question right.
You
But,
have to try to get a 0, Robyn. That's
No!
that's arguably more impressive.
All of the questions were in Spanish.
You
How
know,
was I
Dubs,
supposed to know?
You have
Was
to
it
say
like-
C equals no.
Was it equal like or not equal, multiple choice even?
Yeah, but like they were all Spanish words.
You have a 25% probability of just closing your
after-
eyes and hitting the paper. You have a
But like
25%
after so many
chance.
questions, like you have to get so many right before it keeps giving you more questions. And if you miss so many in a row, we're like, okay,
No.
you're done. Like I literally missed like the
Okay.
first 5, and it was like, yeah, you got a 0.
The
So
computer
you just
just
got
the
unlucky.
computer just
Got
shuts down and then it loads up one word on the screen and that word is dipshit.
I felt so stupid. I literally went to like my whatever advisor, and I was like, I don't know if I should register for Spanish anymore.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, so yeah, when I was applying to get my level 2 diploma, which when I say this to anyone, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. What is a level 2 diploma? So I feel like I engaged in like a pyramid scheme in my private high school, in my private Lutheran high school in
Comments.
Medford.
Tell us
Which
in the
narrows
comments
that-
if you
which-
know what a level 2
it's accurate.
diploma is.
Yeah, and it's a private Lutheran school in northern Illinois. You know, I think that narrows down the search fields pretty much for those trying to dox me. But I don't live there anymore, so I don't really care. But yeah, the lady that was in charge came up to me in the hallway, and I was just going to get something from my locker, so I didn't solicit this at all. Like I wasn't called.
Y'all
to her
used your
office or
lockers in
anything.
high school?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like senior year you got to pick your locker and they had a locker run at like the start where like you would show like if you showed up at 8 a.m. you could run and pick your own locker, and I'm like that no one showed up. It was always a big like we're trying to make an event out of it. It's like no, just stop. But anyway,
Stop.
this woman, Mrs. W, she comes up to me and she says, like, she comes out from her standing desk in her like office, and I'm like, I don't care that you work at a standing desk. Anyway, she's like, oh yeah, I'm doing your level 2 diploma, and for like the activity requirement, like, you say you were in like pit band for All Shook Up, and it's like, we don't see that here, and I'm like, well, I have photographic evidence to prove you wrong. Also, you could call Mr. Cawthorn. Oh wait, as like you could call the band director and you know, say like ask him. You could call a bunch of people, like, and I listed off a bunch of people, which I don't know if we should bleep that out, but anyway.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
I mean, you're editing it anyways.
I think it should
Editor.
be fine.
Yeah, we got to be worried
Censor that.
Be worried that Barker's
It's
going
a
to dox
semicolon.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so we're like, so I basically like list off like, yeah, I have I could prove you wrong, and like you could ask a whole bunch of people, and I basically was like, you know, normally I'm pretty nice to talking with people, but it's like, this is just so stupid that I'm going to treat you like an idiot. And I let her know that, and she was like, fine. And then she walked away and went back to her standing desk. I don't care if I was rude, because I'm like, I don't like people saying that I wasn't in something that I most definitely was. Like, I remember I put in the hours. Oh, what the hell? Sorry. Wednesday
Oh,
at
what the
5
heck?
p.m. Okay. Shout out to Barker.
I love how we
I got
just got
distracted.
a mention in our Discord from our professor that is also, well, I guess our old professor now, that is also in the Discord.
acknowledge
He
that.
knows, he should knows we're recording though. Like, we all put it in there, like, yo, we're recording.
It's completely unprofessional.
Throw off my phone.
Okay. Oh, so I was just,
What were we talking
No.
about?
him, like,
It's just we just got fucking
Hating on
wiped.
his-
Yeah, this.
yeah.
Yeah, no, this is that was my Holden rant hour for today. So
So,
it's more than where that came from, but yeah, that was like a
wrong.
little thing I got testy about. and I got scammed. Level 2 diploma didn't come in to play anywhere. People were like, they were like, oh yeah, you have a level 2 diploma, and like that didn't come up whatsoever to Bradley as like, we don't know what that is. Like I like talked to some people like, oh yeah, I have a level 2 diploma, does that count for something? And they're like, what? I'm like, cool. I'm just not gonna have. So yeah, that was just a giant scam. I think I might have just sold my information to like a condo housing board for a timeshare. And I'm fully convinced.
One of your teachers was profiting off of this. They were like, I'm gonna scam all of those fucking seniors out of
I think there was a little fee for applying too. There might have been.
You got scammed.
They got commission out of that, 100%.
Oh, they did.
It's all right. I got scammed out of
$75.
Yeah, for our returning podcast viewers. Yeah, Mark got scammed out of a job. So everybody will get their scam at some point, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So,
we need to keep the streak going.
We do need to keep it going.
All of those multi-level marketing schemes. All right.
If a Nigerian prince that is deposed emails you, you should respond with your social security information.
Take it. That is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're not going to get it again.
Because if you can help a deposed member of the Nigerian royal family back into power, more power to you.
You have to.
You're a part of history. You'll go down in the books. So
you.
give them your credit card number. Give them the 3 wacky digits on the back. Nothing bad could happen.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry that Wisconsin's not actually a real state. So I'm a little worried right
Wisconsin's real. You're okay on that front. It's Ohio that you have to worry about.
Fuck all you. Podcast is sponsored by
Why is it? Because we shit on Ohio and also St. Louis.
Leave my new state alone, you ass.
You know what's been crazy too? Just speaking of like shitting on states, my entire life as the annoying diehard Chicago sports fan I am, it's the insane irony that I am up in Wisconsin. I used to say before that the only 3 good things that come out of Wisconsin are Culver's, cheese, and the Dells. And here I am being in the state. I'm going to cover the Packers. Like, I'm going to go to Lambeau Field and everything. So it's just, and obviously, like, I wouldn't, it's a great opportunity. But yeah, it's just, the irony is just amazing.
I mean, they sold you on Culver's. That's what you asked for. Culver's.
I will say, though, Wisconsin Culver's hits different compared to Illinois Culver's.
It does.
It hits way different.
I haven't tried Wisconsin Culver's. That's like one of my favorite chains.
Cheese.
I have. There is one literally a block that way. Or that way, technically.
I live on a farm. It takes me 30 minutes to go to McDonald's and then probably an hour to get to Culver's.
We're
thriving. Yeah,
we just had my city just had a festival for horseradish, so we're chilling.
So, not to be the person that admits they were checking their phone while somebody was telling a story, but I was, because someone DM'd me on Instagram because I was promoting our episode that came out. If you're watching this, will be 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. As of the time of recording our podcast right now, first episode is out on Spotify, Anchor, and YouTube at this point.
Yes. But they swiped up because I said, "Love your seas crew." That's what I'm calling us. I think it's cute. And they said, "Says the person who got Suma." And I'm okay. Everybody's shitting on me for this podcast name because we're calling it C's Got Degrees, and I have only ever had a B in college. But here's the thing. I almost had a C, and I had an F at midterms. The C was because I was in programming, and I hated programming. But it was also the semester we got sent online, and so I got the option to go, oh, do you want just pass fail instead? So I took pass fail. I did my record. Okay. That's how I skipped around it. Shit. And then I an F at midterms and the most legendary horrible class I've ever had at Bradley. And Nolan was in it, and it was alright.
And Joe.
Oh, Joe, you were in it, weren't you?
I was
The
in what?
legendary legendary 4-hour quiz class.
Oh yeah, no, I was
Gave
there.
me an F at midterms. Yeah, gave me an
I
F
bared
at
witness.
midterms because half of the questions were typing questions, and the professor was like, "Oh, fuck you guys! I know you don't get spring break, but I'm going on spring break anyways." And so the quiz got graded, and all of the typing questions were zeros because he wasn't like actively grading them. And so I got like a 20% on that fucking quiz, and then midterms came around, and that was like the only grade I had in the book. So I had a 20% at midterms.
Shout out to media classes.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck that.
Robyn, I find that a little disrespectful. The man has had 20 years in the industry, okay?
20 years of industry
20 years in
experience.
How dare I shit on him?
Yeah,
How dare I?
the industry.
The industry.
It's it if you know, you know.
20 years.
We'll leave it at that.
So, to most of our listeners who have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, this quiz was. I literally opened it and it said, this quiz should take you 4 hours to do. And it was over all of the content he had posted in PowerPoints to midterms. And then he was like, well, you can go look at the PowerPoints, but half of the PowerPoints had a brick background with black text, so you couldn't read it. And then half of the questions were like through his audio recordings. And so it was like listening to hours and hours and hours upon audio recordings. And I think it was like, what, 35 questions or something altogether? And every time I say it was 35 questions, people are like, that was a exam. I'm like, no, he classified it as a quiz. So none of us were worried until we opened it up and realized absolutely it was horrible.
And can we clarify, at least with me, Joe, and I think two others that we took it with, it took us 4 hours and we still didn't finish.
Yeah.
And we were all talking, it's not just us, we
cheated.
Robyn and a whole, yeah. No, we're with Robyn and a whole.
Fuck you, I cheated.
Yeah, no, we cheated. We were all in a Zoom call doing it together with a shared screen, and we still couldn't finish it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you know.
And then we got it.
That
And then we got
exam is
into.
rigged.
Yeah, and then we got into a larger Zoom call with more people in it, and we still couldn't finish it.
Well, it was like, what video had this specific graphic in it? And I think I counted, and it was 20 videos he had posted. And so we were all trying to like watch like some of these videos all at the same time, being like, which one is it? And I don't think I ever answered it. I think I put some like dumb. I think I literally put a sarcastic answer, being like, "Did you really expect us to figure out the answer to this?" Like I was like,
No,
"Did
you did,
honestly expect us?"
Robyn,
I will
mad.
find your response because you put it in our group chat.
Oh yeah,
I was in
probably
the group.
You,
I still
you
have that group.
screenshotted your answer and put it in the group chat. Oh, I do too.
I think
I'm pulling it up.
I think at one point it was even like, yo, who was this influential like director? And I think I like literally put like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Zack Snyder.
No, guys, at least we got stoned during the thing.
It was insane.
Robyn,
And then
did you get that reference or no?
Stone.
Shut up.
Oh, yes, yes.
Keep your
No,
Oliver
Oliver
stoning the
Stone.
fuck out of here.
There were
like-
I must clarify to our audience that there were no drugs consumed during our quiz. There was a question where it was, it was regarding the director, Oliver Stone, and Joe, Robyn, if you could help me out here.
I don't remember it. I'm gonna see if I can get logged into this group
was
meet.
it?
It was
It was-
something stupid.
It was like
Here we go.
what something specific about his directing style and how he was coined Oliver Stoning. And I forget the question itself, but it's like, yeah, it's about Oliver Stoning, and then now Oliver Stone has been synonymous with just shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we just got secondhand stoned just from that person's stupidity.
I just
Fuck
want you
that
guys to
guy.
know our group chat literally was the professor's name, frustration support group. Like there was every single person but like
Yes.
one
I'll
from the
take that
class
chat.
in this group chat. Like we all were in it. It was
And
horrible.
this is crazy to me, right? Because I had this professor for 2 classes, and they were like the easiest classes I've ever taken.
Yeah, which is so wild.
Which is really because like it's very strange to me.
Like
Yeah,
it literally was so insane. I've had classes with him before, and like I was expecting, like it's gonna be just another kind of like jerk off class. Like okay, I could just do whatever and get an A. And for some reason, he decided to be such a hard ass this one semester. I was like, are you like what happened? What shifted in your mind that said, I'm gonna fuck these students over?
He liked to monologue a lot too, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
which was
This
fun
was-
Oh, trust me.
when
This-
he doesn't allow like technology in the class, so you have to do like pencil and paper notes, and then he'll just talk for like 45 minutes straight about a completely unrelated topic to what we're doing in class.
Yep.
And I sat like right next to Danny, and I would just like watch him draw the whole time.
Oh. I found one of his things that says our final project couldn't be less than 4 minutes, but also couldn't be more than 5. And it was like, you really are like limiting
mine was
how
like
much work we're gonna
5:30.
give you.
You had to like fill out all like a whole form in triplicate or whatever to like get it over the time. I remember from that class. Yeah. I was
yeah.
editing
actually,
together
now
my
that you said
documentary
final
on my
project,
iPhone.
now that you said final project, I do remember the final that we made for 445. That was, oh my god, that was the worst.
Oh. Well, okay, I just found one of my responses from this quiz, and this is on question 35, so it had to be at least 35 questions. On a quiz, by the way.
I thought it was
he
like
goes-
45.
Well,
was
probably
45.
was 45, so yeah. So, the question is, which video exemplar from Nesta addresses head-on with the idea that it's not easy to be told no when you ask someone to help you with your media project? And I responded, because I was pissed at this point. I mean, when I ask you questions, I have to come back with even more than I originally started with. So if I could find that video, I probably would agree with it. To be honest, this is the worst assignment that I've ever done. You expected us to spend 4 hours on a quiz when you haven't talked to us in a week. I had contacted other students and we were all frustrated with this quiz. This was more work/time than we spend doing finals. At this point, I want to turn my work, take a seat in this class, and be done. I was so mad. Thank you.
Get up, Robyn.
Thank you. There's also one that said, I told them, you posted 23 videos for us to watch. So it's 23. Did you honestly think we could remember/find the one video that has a black screen with white text? Yeah, I was so mad. Let's look. Oh, yep. And I had a 49.29% in that class.
I remember
My other classes I had 100%, so something was wrong.
I remember the PowerPoint, like the brick and then like black text.
Yep.
It's like this thing hurts my eyes to look. I have to highlight all the text just to look at it.
That's what I was like, you're literally a media professor, and you're going to give us this PowerPoint and expect us to take you seriously?
Yeah, and then
Interesting.
he talked about Oliver Stone and was like, dude, I've only seen the Doors movie. That's the only movie I consider good from Oliver Stone. I don't really give a shit, man. I will say he did spark my interest in now one of my favorite movies, which is Watchmen, and he had us watch the like a shitty YouTube clip of like the opening sequence with the Bob Dylan thing.
Of
And I'm
course,
like,
of course.
I was like, I like this, and I now that's like one of my favorite, comics and like movies and whatnot. But like, I'm obsessed with it.
Sure.
But like, it's just like, why am I watching? At the time, I was like, why am I watching this? It's like what do you want me to get out of this? It's like, this is the Zack Snyder bit. I'm like, I don't, dude. Like, this isn't a class. This is just like, yo, check out this cool video I found.
No, that's literally half of his class was just like, yo, like, look, this was fun. do you guys, and then he would give you a quiz based on information he didn't teach you, and you're like, okay, what the fuck?
I bought 2 books that were not required by the class except for these like 2 little extra credit assignments, and I'm like, cool, I wasted like $20 on renting these 2 books. I want that money back, but I'm not gonna be mean and ask for that back, but like I still want it back. There's like still a burning.
We needed to have
rage.
For ours, we needed to have the books because some of the answers were verbatim out of the books. Out of both books, the answers were verbatim.
Yeah,
and both
I know
books would end up
required.
contradicting each other.
My 2 business classes that I ended up taking this past semester, because I had, so like Bradley doesn't do a great job with transfer students, and like it's fine. It's fine. It's, whatever. And so as a transfer student coming in, I had like half of my degree basically already done from like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you know what I mean. I had like half my degree done already.
Associates.
Yeah. But the classes that I still needed to take were all like 300, 400 levels that needed prerequisites that I didn't have. So by the time I had 1 semester left, I was like done with my degree. I had taken all of the classes that I needed for my degree, major and minor, but I didn't have enough 300, 400 level credits to graduate, which I think is a little weird that you need like, this right, because I did all my degree classes. I passed all my degree classes except for 314 one time because I slept through one project day, and because there's only 2 grades in that class, it was not possible for me to pass.
That.
So yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But I took 2 business classes, social entrepreneurship, and like some marketing class, and those were both so bad. And it was just the professors reading from the book, teaching, and I think I got C's in both of them. But I was like, this is not my major. I don't care.
But you know what? We all graduated, so even though
Great
the
segue,
C's might not
Robert.
apply, we got the degree.
Real smooth there.
She said the thing.
She said the line.
He said it.
That's the line. That's the line.
It's like in a movie where they say the title.
Yeah. Oh my god. He just said
He said the thing.
Also, can I?
Whoa,
can I
his name is Shrek.
a quick little segment,
Yeah.
which is I'm gonna shout out one of my friends who gave me a comment, and he also went to Bradley, and he graduated I think the year before us. But he
Okay.
said the podcast is pretty good. I just kept shaking my head like that's all facts, and I said, "LOL, thank you so much, man." And he said, "No problem, love to hear more." So that's a shout out to my friend. I'm gonna use his screen name, McMorty. McMorty, if you get to this point in this episode, shout out, love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
The
Cool,
goat.
cool dude.
You're the
I
best.
feel like Danny, which is one of our friends that will be coming on the podcast at some point, he has some friends that followed our Instagram because I just like all of a sudden got 3 people following, and somebody was like, "Well, when's Danny coming on?" Like, when he decides to show up, he just now joined the Discord, bro. Like, we've had this for like weeks, and
Okay,
he's like, "I'm here."
we had the Nolan
Mouse
fan club
droid?
on BUTV, and now we have the Danny fan club on the podcast. It's all good.
Yeah, let's go.
Is Danny Mouse Droid?
No, that's Ryan.
No,
Ryan.
that's Ryan.
Ryan.
Yep, Ryan was here last week. That's the one person that didn't get introduced. But he will be back at some later date.
What's the
But
respect on the man's name? Oh.
yeah, that's
Come on, Craig.
Craig, get up.
Craig.
Let's all bully our
Craig
recording
should
bot.
have said
Fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Craig.
Craig, how dare you?
Also,
Yeah.
audio listeners love you to death. Joe's mic fell off his stand, and I have been watching him try to put it back together for the last like 10 minutes.
I didn't even notice.
I broke my mic.
No, stop lifting.
Yeah.
Like,
I
been
didn't
trying.
notice. I didn't realize it was
Very
broken though, and I was just like, I don't know what he's trying to do here.
About to sing a
No,
tune.
it's broken.
Dude.
I've just got the nipple now,
Come on.
and this piece is cracked. I'll get it on there eventually. I'll come back next week, and then it'll just be like duct taped, real shitty like, and it'll be on there. But it's not gonna work at the moment, so I'm going handheld.
That's
I'm the only
fair.
one here that doesn't have like an actual mic.
I literally went to Best Buy with
You
they have a
not?
sale, so he's on the headphones.
I'm on the I'm on the
I
I'm
mean-
on the Beats headphones that plugs into the computer. I said computer, the laptop. You know, we're going old school here.
I mean, you don't sound bad.
Oh, stop.
You sound pretty good, Mr.
Oh,
Newsman.
shucks. Shucks.
You're
I gotta
making me
ask- I gotta-
blush.
I gotta ask you. I'll ask you guys this. One, because we're just talking about movies, and two, Holden brought up All Shook Up, so it couldn't help me think. Are any of you guys planning on seeing the new Elvis movie?
So I
No.
actually I like Baz Luhrmann's Great Gatsby,
That's
and
fair. I do like that.
the Romeo and Juliet was like the parts I have seen. Like, oh yeah, Baz Luhrmann definitely has like a cool style. I don't think I'm that interested though, just because like I like Tom Hanks a little bit, but I'm not like a super Tom Hanks fan. Like
Okay.
I like Toy Story, and I like You've Got Mail, and what else has he been in? Saving Private Ryan. I'm just gonna list like the specific Tom Hanks movies that I can stand. And
No,
then
the fact that they have him in, it looks horrible. I'm gonna say I hate it.
and
Like
I'm
I've seen the trailers.
I like Elvis, but I'm like I'm not interested in like it looks like a cool biopic, but it's just like music biopics can either be really good or really bad. Like there was that David Bowie one that I was actually excited for, and then I heard nothing but shit about it. Because I don't think they could use any real David Bowie music.
Oh my god.
Same thing with
What
a
is
Jimi
with
Hendrix,
it?
a Jimi Hendrix one where it was like they couldn't use any Jimi Hendrix music, so they had to use like a bunch of like covers of other songs. It's like, why the fuck could you not use the music in the biopic about the guy? I will say, music biopics can be really good or really bad. Doors is a really good movie. That's the only good Oliver Stone movie I mentioned before. And then, I don't know. What's another? Bohemian Rhapsody was all right. It gets some things like wrong.
I've seen that.
for the sake
I
of
just,
wrong.
like-
I will say though,
I'm-
the Live Aid concert bit of Bohemian Rhapsody was really good.
That was the first thing they filmed too, which is like the cool thing.
Really?
I mean, like, yes, it's a shot for shot remake essentially of the Live Aid concert, but like it was really good.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
that's
know,
like
the
the
Elvis
only
movie-
redeeming part of that movie for me.
When I got home from watching that movie, I have Live Aid on DVD. I immediately popped in the disc with Queen on it and like fast forwarded to that concert, like to that bit of the concert. I'm like, wow, they actually got like and then I've seen like a comparison where it's like you have them side by side, and that's just great. I love Live Aid. That's like one of my favorite. That's like a time travel moment. If I could go back in time, I would go there.
Good
But back
good
to
answer.
Nolan's- Back to Nolan's Elvis movie. That's what started this.
Robyn.
How dare
sorry.
you? I was trying to say this for like 5
fucking-
minutes. And I say, but back to the Elvis.
Get
But
shit
Live
on,
Aid,
Mark.
you guys, shut the fuck
Listen,
up.
I'm,
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to yes
Shut
and, all right? I'm just
down.
trying to
I
yes.
have a
and.
tendency to ramble when
Oh
it comes to
my
music.
Theater kids, I swear.
Hey, that's derogatory. Don't call me a theater
movies.
kid.
I don't know. I don't like the fact that Elvis got together with like a 14-year-old, and I know they're probably not going to touch on the topic. I don't like how he stole music from black, artist, and I don't think they're going to talk about how he died on the toilet, which is the only interesting fact I think I know about Elvis. So I'm not that interested.
I'm glad you bring up though, because yeah, I know Priscilla Presley was very, very young
Oh
when they
yeah,
got
he
married.
was 22 and he met her when she was 14. I was like, ugh, not about that.
But no, I'm a big Elvis fan. That's definitely interesting. I've seen a boatload of just hearing like the preparation, like Austin Butler, the guy who played Elvis did, and
Hmm.
what is it, like he took like 2 to 3 years of just vocal training, like I don't know what you call it, movement training, of just to get in sync with how Elvis was and everything. I don't really know how to put it, but no, that just blew my mind. Like I said, I'm a big Elvis fan, but I have seen a lot of like reviews, and almost every single one said Tom Hanks' character of his man, like of Elvis's manager, was a
Hmm.
little bit like exaggerated, and I could kind of tell a little bit with the uh, just based on what I know with the trailers. So I will give you that, but I'm definitely gonna try to see it. I haven't seen. I've seen like I'm that guy that will like go on YouTube and watch like all like the movie, like the channel movie clips. I'll like watch
Yeah.
all the movie clips. I'm like, okay, that's good enough. I got to feel the movie. So I kind of did that. I have a big problem with that, but I've seen it with Bohemian Rhapsody. The Doors one has been like I've heard mixed because Holy, it's cool hearing you like it, and I know others did, but I know Ray Manzarek. They're obviously the Doors keyboardist. He said he wanted to like beat up Oliver Stone for how he portrayed Jim Morrison.
Well,
So I want to get your comments on that.
it's well, like the Doors movie. I will say Val Kilmer actually does sing some parts of
Yeah,
it. Like he sounds exactly like Morrison. That's like actually kind of a film that got me really into the Doors, and I think yeah, it does kind of make him look like an asshole, but in reality, he wasn't a perfect person.
no,
Like in
Not
certain parts it dramatizes and like makes it
Perfect
really mystical
person.
because yeah, like the part where he like as a kid he saw like this like car accident on the side of the road and it kind of like stuck with him for the rest of his life. And like they definitely like lean into more like the dreamy aspects of it, but yeah, like he was like still like a rock star and he like wasn't a perfect person. Like he was kind of an ass to his like wife, essentially his wife. So it's like they kind of I think putting rose colored glasses on and like romanticizing all of his life is kind of like Elvis. It's like I don't think we should cover up shit like that, bad shit that people have done. But I and I actually like that portrayal.
Fair. Go,
oh, I just saw
going back
Robin
to your
comment. Yeah.
Oh, because freaking Mark and Joe are the only ones who have their cameras on, and they're just fucking around. And I keep just like, shaking my head, and then I realize I don't have my camera on, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking just tell them to shut up. Going back to your movie clips thing, though, it reminds me of these TikToks where they'll take the movie clips and have like somebody like I guess it's like an AI voice, right? But they'll type in like the worst descriptions of what's happening in the scene, and it's like broken English. And they just have like part 1 through 5 of like a scene in like Chicago Med, and they're so bad, but I can't help but watch because it's like, lady and child run. They are running fast because scared. And it's like, okay, like I can see that happening in the clip
It's
I'm
like
watching.
descriptive. It's like descriptive audio for like the visually impaired.
Yeah, but it's so broken
Oh,
English.
I don't know how NSFW the topics can get, but there's descriptive audio porn.
Okay, I'm out.
We should
I'm
react
out.
to that.
I'm out. No, this is a
I'm back on the
finale.
train.
I'm not doing any more episodes.
Yeah, no. And I found out
That's all,
because
folks.
one of my friends from high school, like I was visiting home, and he was like, "Yo, have you seen this?" And like we watched it, and it was we were just cracking up, like watching this because it's like a super like dramatic British woman narrating what's going on, and it's just like who is this for? Like, and it's.
Oh.
I don't know that.
Just-
Yeah, just I don't know. I feel like there would be like it would just like itch my brain just like thinking about descriptive audio. So I just thought I'd mention that and go off on that little
All
tangent.
right, on
Anyway,
that lovely topic, I think it's
Before
time
Robyn
that we
interjects
switch
again.
to the wheel of topics. Nolan, if
Oh,
you can check the
yeah.
Discord real quick. I have an ad read for you.
are we actually being sponsored?
Oh, what? Oh,
Go
what?
to the memes.
Are we
I
sponsored?
see it. I clicked on it.
Why are we doing Manscaped?
Because it's funny,
What the fuck is going on?
and I want to hear
We should
Nolan read
all
a
read it
Manscaped
together
ad.
in unison.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
all at
County
once.
podcast.
I don't even know if I'm gonna read through this without laughing. So I'm gonna again the boomer me here. I'm gonna get my reading glasses on real quick.
Silence in the chat while Nolan does this.
You
Oh
want
my
me to
god.
want me to give this a go?
Give it a crack.
Yes,
I'm
please.
also
Give it
recovering from a cold,
Your
so
best
I'm gonna voice might sound
Oh, excuses
Right.
already?
there. Yeah. Do it while I can. Testing. Okay. Should I also? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. All right.
You got it.
Just go, man.
I can't do this with a straight face.
Damn
it.
Haven't even started.
How am I getting fired on my day off? Okay. All right. Oh my gosh.
You got it. Come on.
Okay, we believe in you.
Now this is entertainment.
Like ripping off a
Okay.
band-aid.
We need to have
Grab my
Dave
throat.
read these.
I need quiet so he can concentrate.
Okay.
You guys are egging him on.
All right. This podcast. All right. Oh, damn it.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be
Trying
a
to clear my
50,
throat.
another 50 minutes.
He just got
This
himself all
podcast-
hyped up too.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Manscaped.com. When manscaping, you gotta use the right tools for the job. And trust me, your balls will thank you. I've actually been using Manscaped for months already. I own a couple of their products like the Lawnmower 4.0 and their ball deodorant because it's the only thing that has saved me from
I'm reading it along. Sorry.
itchy balls. Manscaped was kind enough to send me their Perfect Package 4.0 kit, which includes their new and improved Lawnmower 4.0, along with other liquid formulations for your manscaping routines. The Lawnmower 4.0 is the only water-resistant trimmer that...
You're doing great.
I'm sorry.
You got
it.
it.
Trade.
You got it. You're doing good.
Water-resistant trimmer made with skin-safe technology, helping you avoid that... Damn it. I'm halfway through. The absolute suffering that comes from common grooming accidents. Believe me, I've been there. It even has its own charging dock for convenience and ease of use with a battery that lasts up to 90 minutes on a single charge. The package also includes their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner, which I know sounds absolutely hilarious, but trust me, it works. I bought it myself. And to keep it super convenient, subscribers will get a new hilarious... Oh, I read that line right. And to keep it super convenient, subscribers will get a new replacement badge to refill delivered straight to their door every 3 months. And best of all, for a limited time, subscribers will get 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag and Manscaped's Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. Click the link in the description below. You can get yourself 20% off your order plus 2 free gifts and international shipping when you use code DEGREES at manscaped.com.
Oh my god.
Let's
Oh my
Thank
go.
you, Nolan.
I'm gonna go
just
on
to
a
clarify, we are not sponsored. And this
No, not
We
sponsored.
wasted
Stop,
their
real
time.
I just wanted to hear Nolan say your balls will thank you, to be honest.
Is
wanted-
manscaped.com a real thing?
Yes.
I'm gonna. I
Yes.
want to
This
get.
is a real ad.
Yes,
You know
this
what?
is a real
Yes.
ad read
Oh my
that I
god.
I
found.
want to
See,
get a
now-
soundboard so we could be
When they
more
reach
like
out
a-
to us,
Balls.
I want to get a
Balls.
soundboard with buttons, like so we could be more like the Howard Stern show. And I'm just gonna sample Nolan saying "ball toner" like 1,000 times until I get the perfect shot. Where I can
Oh
just,
my god.
I can just press that.
Can I be like the next? Like, didn't
Jesus.
George Sakai, like, was that his soundbite on there too with Howard Stern? The oh my.
Oh my.
Oh
my.
my.
I don't know.
Probably.
my.
But
Oh,
we
you
are
got
long
the-
overdue
you got
for
some
Wheel of
Howard
Knowledge. I'm gonna rein you guys back in here.
Ball toner.
You should not have started the ball.
No, you
where'd you
conversation.
find this?
I know this is
You
my
reined us in for your agenda.
Trapaholics, walk with your boys.
All
right.
right.
I'm
was fun,
spinning the
Mark.
wheel of topics.
Oh, the wheel of topics. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Oh, we got the wheel.
whoop. Wow.
All right,
look
Nolan.
at that.
Yeah, it's Nolan. Hey.
You're up, my guy.
Nolan, our
I like how
special
Nolan is
guest.
mustard.
Nolan.
All right.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right. So I can't think of anything at the moment fun, but
You
I
said
actually,
you had something when we started.
Well, when I
God damn
started,
it.
it's interesting.
You lied.
It's actually no. I have something right now.
Spin the wheel.
It's an interesting one that I actually asked this to Holden specifically for music not too long ago, so I really want to get his response. But I'll ask this just generally to everybody. So my favorite question to ask, I don't just go around like people on the street say, "Hey, I want to ask you this question." But
I want
but
to shake your
I just
hand.
like
For change.
I want to shake your
We were
hand.
thinking that. That wasn't like on the top of our minds, but okay. Thank you for clarifying.
It is now. That's all I'm
Rob-
thinking now.
Robyn and Joe, I don't know how you guys aren't scarred from that after the senior bar crawl for me just going, "I want to shake your hand."
Who would have
Oh,
taken
my
Oh God!
That was
You
one
guys,
of the best.
if you
My
if Nolan's ever drinking, get the fuck out of there. Dealing with a drunk Nolan is probably like it's like babysitting a toddler. I swear. I'm trying to take him across campus just to get him to his house, and we were going across the quad, which is our campus is like 4 blocks put together. That's it. Every 5 steps, he would stop and do push-ups or throw something.
What? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You literally kept stopping and doing push-ups, and you said, "Yeah, I see this guy do push-ups all the time, so I want to do more." And I'm like, "I think we should keep going. Come on."
You also started boxing a bush,
Yep, he did box a bush.
started
He
boxing a
punched a
bush.
tree.
and then we
Did I
stole
win?
stars.
See, this was not the Nolan I met at the field house. I ran
Yes,
into
you
him.
won. You won.
This was 4 more bars.
Hey, Holden, you were
4
there at
bars,
the,
and he got
the
this.
bar crawl at Fieldhouse?
Yeah, I ran into you. You gave me a hug. Do you not remember this, Nolan?
I don't. I remember getting my food and leaving at Fieldhouse.
Oh.
It was a very good chicken
Poor
tenders.
guy.
No.
Oh, man.
I remember you texting me, Nolan, as if you were still at like Main Street bars, which is like the first half of the day when we had already started down the hill, and I was like, "Dude, like, why are you just down there?" And you're like, "I'm catching up. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there." Like, bro, you could slow down. It's okay. No, that was. I can't lie to you, Nolan. That was horrible. I having to babysit you, trying to get
It
you
was.
home. And
It
then
was so
you
much
peed in a
fun.
bush
It was
because
so
you
much
told
fun.
us it was fun. But you told us I need to go to the bathroom in the last bar. And we said, okay, we'll wait for you to go to the bathroom. And it was 20 minutes. And I was like, where the fuck is Nolan? And we go, and you're taking photos with your frat brothers. And I was like, okay, buddy, we're going now. Like, let's go, let's go. You try to steal a bucket and you like left it as soon as we left. And then you were like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't go to the bathroom. And so I was like, well, fucking pee in the trees or something. Like, I don't know. We're outside the bar. You're not going back in. I swear. Dude, you gave me like a heart attack probably 10 times.
Welcome
It was
to
So much
welcome
fun.
to that
It
part.
was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun, though.
I did have fun with you guys, but God bless you guys. Anyway, so my question is, I'm gonna ask
Back to
you
the
all.
topic.
I'm gonna ask you all this. We'll go on a good tangent here, and I'll ask each of you this. I'll start with we'll start with Mark. So I'm gonna ask you all if you could have lunch or dinner with any famous figure, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
That's good.
Anybody. That's my favorite question to ask anybody.
Mhm.
I always was fascinated by that. So it could literally be anybody, dead or alive. You can talk to them about stuff. You can joke around, do whatever. Dead or alive, if you could have lunch with or dinner with any famous figure, who would it be and why?
Okay, so I think I have like a just hanging out answer, and I want to like a deep life advice answer, because I think those are 2 completely separate conversations that I would want to have.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Okay. So for like actual life advice and like having like a deep talk, I'd probably have to go with Edgar Wright because he's my favorite film director, and I really like the way he edits, especially with like if you've ever seen Baby Driver or if you've ever seen Shaun of the Dead or Scott Pilgrim or any of his movies, like it's everything is very purposeful what he does, and like he likes to cut to music a lot, which is very difficult. Anyway, like the opening like 10 minutes of Baby Driver are my favorite 10 minutes of cinema ever. So I'd probably want to talk to him about like his philosophy on making movies and stuff like that. And then just like to have a good time with. I think I would have to go with like William Shakespeare, because I'd give him a White Claw.
Shakespeare?
See what happened? No.
Oh my god.
Not
Hear him out.
some like just
You're done.
absolutely ancient like historical figure, and then just give them like a White Claw and just see what happens, you know?
Their body was like they would totally like pass out. I don't think their bodies are meant to handle that fucking bone.
They would die.
liquor.
Why those taste
Not
like
actually
They
would die.
Shakespeare.
A white,
Again.
a cold, crisp White Claw. Ooh, they would die.
giving a Miller
So
High
not
Life to a
Shakespeare.
Victorian
That was just
child?
the first one that popped into my head. But any like Victorian era historical figure, and then I just want to give them like
Edgar
Baja
Allan Poe.
Blast. Yeah, like I want to give Edgar Allan Poe a Baja Blast and see what happens, or like a warhead.
He could have used it. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have cheered him up a little bit.
Give King Charlemagne a fucking double down.
Aw.
No, it's
I want to do
it's
Irish car
uh,
bombs with Genghis Khan.
Oh my god.
He would be able to handle it.
No, he would down it, bro. Genghis Khan
Isn't
would
it
be
like
a
a thing?
nut to hang out with.
Well, isn't it like a thing? There's so many people that are related to Genghis Khan because he just like had
Yeah,
so
1
many
in 200
children.
people.
Oh my god, that man was fucking going for it.
He was that prolific.
Fucking. he is history.
He was getting down. Oh my god, crazy.
All right,
I don't
Joe,
know,
what
Mark.
about you?
Yeah.
Oh, unless you had a comment, Robyn.
No, it's okay. I don't know if mine would be separate instances, you know? Like, I'm just trying to think of somebody that
Yeah.
would be, you know, on the dream rotation, you know, sort of thing.
all in
Like-
one. It could be whatever you want.
Okay. Let me think about this. Joe,
For
what you
our
got?
viewers,
I'd probably say-
for our viewers that are tuning back in, viewer with a apostrophes around the S.
Currently,
Those who
we have
tuned in
one
at the
viewer
man-
on
Those who are,
Anchor.
for those who are tuning back in, we did a wheel of topics. Like, got to pick who was going to pick a topic, and it was me. So, my favorite question to ask anybody is if you could have lunch with or dinner with any famous figure through history or important figure, dead or alive, who'd it be and why? So, Mark, I'd never heard this person's name. Mark, what was your response to the first person?
Edgar Wright, the film director.
Edgar Wright. Okay, and then except for just and
And then
Shakespeare.
insert historical figure here, and then give them like warheads and White Claws and
Featuring-
see what happens.
Featuring White Claw.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now we're on to Joe.
I'd
Or
probably
Robyn,
pick like
Robyn.
Steve-O.
Steve-O?
that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah. Steve-O, Steve-O would be
Joe,
sick.
Joe, we're on you. Go ahead.
up, guys? I'm Steve-O.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
It's like Steve-O. Steve-O would just be like a fun dude, and I think I vibe with his energy. And he's
that's
fair.
underrated
with the fucking wisdom he throws out. He's lived a life. He's got some life
his Hot
advice
Ones
like you
episode
could
is
not
really good.
imagine. Oh yeah. No, if I could get lunch with Steve-O, I think it'd be a fucking fun lunch, and I think it would be like a weirdly wise lunch, and I'd get to pick up so much from him. So
Did you ever hear his Motley Crue story of like how he got into a Motley Crue concert, or how he got like was able to get a Motley Crue tickets like back in the day?
Maybe.
It was I think it was on Joe
Maybe
Rogan
not.
once, and he was talking about it's a long story. I'd highly recommend looking it up. He was a kid, and he just tried everything in his power to go see these guys because he was originally he was able to get tickets, but behind it because his dad worked for, I think it was like a tobacco or cigarette company, and they got tickets to go see Motley Crue, but it was behind it was in the press box. He's like, well, why the hell would you go see Motley Crue in a box or whatever? Like, he wants to go see them like in the flesh, like right by them. And he called, he kept calling and calling and calling the Doc McGee, their manager, or somebody. It was like I think Doc McGee. I got to remember the story again. I think Doc McGee's brother picked it up, and it was like a young Steve-O talking to him, like saying, oh, blah blah blah, I want to. See these guys. I'm a huge fan, and he admired the effort Steve-O was putting into trying to do this. So he got to, I want to assume those front row tickets, met the guys backstage and everything. So I'd highly recommend looking up this story. I absolutely love it. And I do agree, he does throw a lot of, I don't know how much, but some pretty good wisdom every now and then. So I like that choice.
That's fair.
Robyn, you got something, or
Okay. Okay. If you want to go, Holden, that's fine.
I guess because what Mark brought up was like kind of an interesting, like, because I have like a lot of people, so I guess to hang out with, just for like a little, just for more of like a casual thing. Stu McKenzie, who's like the front man and like one of the guitarists from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, which is this like super kick-ass Australian band. I saw them live. I would love to just hang out and jam with Stu. Like I went to a concert. I was front row. I was like literally, I think about 5 feet from his feet. Like he is the man. He seems really chill as fuck, and it would be really cool just to jam with him for a more serious, like philosophical dinner, like conversation. Probably Pete Townsend from The Who, just because he like writes all their songs. He's just a really cool writer, really interesting. And like I've read his autobiography. He's just like a really cool person. I have like a lot of people in that category, but yeah, probably Pete Townsend for like a serious kind of conversation.
What if you're able to jam with him too? Maybe play Blue, Red, and Gray. Even though,
dude,
I always think of you whenever I hear that song.
Oh man, that touches my heart. I learned to play that on a ukulele because my girlfriend has a uke here in the apartment.
Ooh.
And I that's like the one instrument I don't own.
But good answer. I'm a huge Who fan too. Like I told you before.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Close runner-up for
Family
the
Feud.
dinner conversation would probably be Neil Peart from Rush. He's
Nice.
also kick-ass, but he's dead.
Let me see. Rush.
I think William Shakespeare's dead, but
Show me
Well,
right.
yeah, like
In my defense, wouldn't it be funny?
To see William Shakespeare try White Claw. Do you think like he would probably write White Claw and then he would be like, everyone would be like, oh my god, he invented the words. He invented so many words in his plays. White Claw being one of
so
them.
deep.
Oh, I'm gonna bash Shakespeare, but all my homies hate Shakespeare.
All my homies.
Romeo and Juliet.
Fine.
Where art thou?
And I'm so sorry.
I know I've said this. I'm leaving this podcast.
That's really good. I didn't see that coming.
I don't know. I think my person would be the same because I think like if this would be fucking amazing to have him on my rotation and then go out to eat with him. Like this would be amazing. Taika Waititi. And if you don't know who that is, he directed Thor Ragnarok, and he's directing Thor: Love and Thunder, What We Do in the Shadows, Jojo Rabbit. Our Flag Means Death. Oh my gosh, it is the best show. If you haven't watched it, it's on HBO. Gay pirates. That's all you have to know. And Blackbeard's in it. And a pirate called...
He is Blackbeard, right?
Yeah, he's Blackbeard. Yep. And there's a pirate called the Gentleman Pirate because he doesn't steal or kill. Like, he just, like... There's a joke, like, he replaces books that he steals with books that he's already read. Like, it's hilarious. It's amazing. Great show, HBO. But, like, I think because he's just so hilarious. Like, there was a time he was, like, visiting... because he's, like, from New Zealand, and he was visiting where they, like, shot The Hobbit, like, the hole in the fucking ground or whatever, with his kids, and he was just like, fucking smash that like button. I don't get fucking enough likes on my lives. Come on, man. Come on. Smash that like button. And I was like, okay, yes, sir. Got you. But I don't know. He's just genuinely a hilarious person, and everything, like, every project he touches is just gold. I don't think I've seen a project that he's done that's horrible, you know? Top tier.
What was the name again? I'm trying to...
Taika Waititi.
Taika, am I saying it right? Taika Waititi?
Yes.
Awesome. I'll look that person up. I like it.
Yeah, you need to. He's, like, What We Do in the Shadows is, like, he was starring in it when it was originally a film. And it's about vampire roommates trying to live in, like, modern society. So it's, like, roommate problems, but they're also vampires, which is just fucking hilarious for anyone who's had to deal with a fucking roommate ever.
Yeah, and it's also like a satire on vampires too.
Oh yeah,
which is why it's so good.
And then he did Jojo Rabbit, and he plays Hitler in there, and he was like, yeah, I didn't even research Hitler. I just kind of was like myself, and that's who Hitler is in my film. And I was like, fucking, of course it is. Like, everything he touches is just hilarious.
It's kind of funny that he plays Hitler and his other last name is Cohen.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh god.
He's something.
Yeah.
He also plays the Rock.
I've wanted to see.
It's good. It. He plays the Rock person in Thor Ragnarok.
Korg.
So Korg, yes, he plays Korg. So he's like voices
with Thor.
I also know he's in Free Guy. He's like the villain.
He is the villain in Free Guy.
Which
yes.
was
okay.
I don't really get the Ryan Reynolds hype, but you know what? Free Guy was okay.
I'm just gonna interrupt for a second. Free Guy is just the Lego movie.
It really is.
They are the exact same movie.
Wow.
It's just Ryan Reynolds.
Wow. Except this one has Joe Keery and Taika.
That's true.
See, like, I respect the Lego movie. Like, that shit blew my fucking mind. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it doesn't have Joe Keery, and it doesn't have Taika. And I gotta say, Ryan Gosling, I think, is the superior Ryan. I'm gonna say. Have you seen his look for the new Barbie movie?
Okay. Calm down.
Nolan,
let's not get out of hand.
Would you like to have
Don't
lunch
get out
with?
It's gonna be body boxing here in a second.
No, he looks dope as hell. I'm so excited. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Editor, put that up on screen.
Yes.
Thank you, editor.
Yeah,
audio listeners,
I like that you say on screen when it's a fucking audio based medium.
Dude, that's half the joke, Holden. Holden, that's half the joke.
Guys, look it up.
Oh,
I just want to point out, we only have like one listen on Anchor right now. I'm disappointed in our marketing.
Well, on Anchor,
Yeah, on that-
what about Spotify?
I don't know how to check that. I don't have Spotify.
Audio
I know.
listeners,
It has
love
the
you to death.
for
No.
Anchor. It shows the analytics. For Anchor,
but
it'll show the
we have-
analytics.
Yeah, we only have one listen.
Well, to be
I
fair,
think that might
So we
have
only
been-
have one.
it also
Shout
came
out
out
to you.
this morning as we're recording this.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
It came out at like
Give it a
6
moment.
Six
Friday.
hours ago. 6 hours
Tickle the
ago.
balls of our monetization.
But yeah, Nolan, turning the question back onto you, who would you say?
So ever since I thought of this question years ago, the first person that always came to my mind was Don Rickles. You guys know Don Rickles at all?
Mhm.
Okay, so he was
Potato Head.
Yeah, he was Mr. Potato Head. That's probably anyone we would know him for the most would be him. You know, easily one of the greatest comedians of all time. He passed away in 2017. I was in Vegas when that happened, and he is huge. That's how I first heard about him, and just, you know, nonstop binge watching him on YouTube since, and love him. Just the funniest, one of the funniest guys that I've ever heard. But also just like, you know, everybody said he was just had like a huge heart and was, you know, good host. Always willing to, you know, get to meet people, talk with them, and I would say he's always sweet. But I might have a new answer, like a 1A, 1B for that. I honestly think I might have if there's anyone that I have a man crush on, it's Martin Short.
Oh shit! Okay.
Martin Short.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, just like
Saw that one coming.
Only Murders in the Building.
wait, what? I couldn't hear.
Isn't he Only Murders in the Building?
Yeah, Only Murders in the Building with him, Steve
Yep,
Martin, and Selena. So no, Martin Short. I've always liked him, but first things first, I honestly might think, just out of the people I know and love, he might be the most naturally funny human being that I've seen, just as far as people I've, you know, seen and liked, you know, and like, again, amazing, like just the things that like I just want to buy, just, you know, great human being, just trying, you know, he's funny, just funny as hell, you know, great to anyone he meets. And his favorite drink, I read his, well, not read, but listened to it. He had a book that came out a few years ago. It was called I Must Say, which was, and I listened to his audiobook, the whole thing. It was like, what, 8 hours or something like that. And I freaking loved it. He had a lot of shit happen in his life. Like, you know, by the time he was probably our age, his parents passed away. He had a brother pass away. And, you know, in 2014 or something like that, like not too long after the book came out, his wife passed away. And, you know, just his attitude on life with that, he was like, yeah, I had those hardships, but, you know, I don't let those define me, you know, all that stuff. And just like that's literally also our favorite drinks are rum and cokes. So that'd be nice having something with him on that. So I think my answer shifted towards that. With Don Rickles was always my answer for that too. But the biggest thing, just to have a good time and laugh. You know, that's the biggest thing with them. And just hearing, you know, all these stories and like I said, great advice. Another sleeper person I always considered too, I was talking to Holden about it before, was Prince. Because one, I'm a big Prince fan, but also everybody, like, he was always portrayed as being shy, like on a bunch of stuff. Like, everyone says he was like behind closed doors, he was the funniest human being, you know, and there's a lot of really cool stories with that. But yeah, Martin Short at the end of the day would probably be, if I had to pick one person, it would be him.
That's fair. I think with Prince, it makes me laugh because he wanted to be on New Girl so bad. Like,
yep.
He was like, no, I want to be on this show. You have to write me in. I forget who they like dropped because they had somebody else planned. Then they were like, well, it's Prince, so we're gonna have Prince instead. And so they like had this celebrity plan, but then they kicked them off like last second.
That would be Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, are you serious?
Yep, he did not want to. Yeah, he did not want to be on because it was Kim Kardashian.
Insane.
That's insane.
He kicked her off. He kicked her off stage too once.
That's some beef.
She randomly went on stage during one of his concerts in the last few years of his life, and he kicked her
don't
off.
do that.
Yeah,
no matter who the concert is, and no matter who you are, you don't just go on stage.
Absolutely not.
Also, if you like, we were 6. This is when the shocker. This is when the Bears were in the Super Bowl. It was the 2006 season. If you've never seen his halftime show, look it up. I mean, I'm not saying I knew it then. I didn't even know who Prince was, but yeah, like literally, it's not on YouTube anywhere. Like the whole Prince team is like really stingy with stuff. Like if there's like bootleg stuff, they'll take it down. But go on, if I can find it. I literally have it saved. Or do I not have it saved? Okay, I guess I don't have it saved, but I think it's like on Vimeo or something. Just look up. Oh, yeah, it's here. Dailymotion.com. Just if you find that website and look up Prince's halftime show, it's the coolest thing. It is just literally the coolest thing. Almost anybody will tell you, like, yeah, that's the best halftime show ever. People will throw like that or Michael Jackson. That could be another topic to talk about sometime, or favorite halftime shows. I don't know how much time we got, but yeah. Those three, and I'll throw in Muhammad Ali are always the ones I think about.
I think I remember when you asked me that question, Nolan. I one of the other answers was Norm Macdonald.
Yes.
I kind of
that
forget
answer.
one.
Norm Macdonald.
Norm
That's
Macdonald.
fucking
Or Rodney
awesome
Rodney
movie.
Dangerfield would be funny as fuck.
Love that. Love that.
I get no respect. I get no respect.
No respect at all.
Rodney Dangerfield was in Caddyshack.
I've like heard his name before, but I don't like know who he is.
He's like the guy, like, my wife. We made this deal, like,
My
whenever I want to
wife.
quit smoking.
My wife.
Whenever we quit smoking, we would only smoke if we had sex. Like, I quit cigarettes and she's smoking 3 packs a day. I get no respect.
She told me to come over. There was nobody home. She said, "Told me to come over. There's nobody home." I went over. There was nobody home.
Oh my
No
God.
respect.
No, Caddyshack is a damn good movie. I love that. I love that choice.
But yeah, Norm Macdonald. I saw this clip of he was supposed to be in the original Grown Ups movie as like this friend that this friend that they all forgot about, and he's just this character named Geezer, and then he got cut from the movie apparently because he was like, this movie, like, I'm gonna suck.
Just I'm good, thank you.
But it's just funny seeing
I'm
like
good.
the
I will
clips he
pass.
was supposed to be in. It's like why was he just cut? And it's just like it's the funniest thing. I love Norm. He's my favorite.
That's
He was
amazing.
awesome.
Rest in peace. There's a really cool I don't know if I think there's a whole special about it. There probably didn't come out not too long ago. Of there's like a couple of people, like YouTube clips of like a lot of great comedians that are good friends with him, kind of getting together, like Adam Sandler, David Spade, Dave Chappelle. Who was the woman that was there?
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, I would say it might have been Sarah Silverman. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
No
I know
idea.
there's a posthumous
No.
special coming out. I think of like a Netflix special that was filmed before he died that like might be coming out soon.
That's not the one I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is like they're all kind of talking about Norm Macdonald, and then like some of them brought up like the last time they saw him before he passed, and like all this stuff. So if you might, I don't know what to specifically look up. Maybe just look up like I remember it was Dave Chappelle talking about like last time he talked to Norm Macdonald before, just how how great a person he was, all this, all that. So I definitely recommend looking that up. It was really cool. I listened to that a couple days ago.
Fair enough.
Robyn, you want to close this out, or do you want me to do it?
Oh well, it's whatever. Just thank you guys for listening to our podcast. Hopefully, this is not your first time. Hopefully, you listen to our famous Piss Bandit story. But that's all we have for today. So, closing it out, I'm Robyn.
I'm Mark.
I'm Joe.
We fucked this up.
And I'm
we did.
Nolan. It was great to be here for my first time on this episode.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check us out bi-weekly on Fridays. Anchor, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all of the platforms, baby. Let's go.
Get on the socials.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, Robyn, what's our social media platforms? Because
What's our
I
social
don't know
media?
them.
You don't even know them? Ridiculous. It is CSSCs.degrees on like all platforms. We're gonna start our TikTok soon because these assholes won't send me things that I've been asking for. But
I kept
Great.
forgetting.
Am I in
I'm
that
gonna do it
group?
in the monkey mask.
yes, you're in the podcast. You're in the marketing group. Oh my god. So, this episode
Yeah, that
will be
marketing
titled
minor is
Nothing
not
Island.
getting used at all.
Fuck. Fuck.
Anyway, we have been C's Got Degrees. Thank you
Yep.
so much.
Also, can I clarify something from like the past episode?
I guess.
Yeah, so that commercial break, that is, we're also not. I have to say for legal reasons, probably because I don't want Arizona kicking down my door and like, pounding me up the ass with a lawsuit. Yeah, we're not actually sponsored by them. That was like a project from like 2 years ago. I just thought, we need to make lemons out of lemonade, and I just decided to eat the rind of the lemon.
Great.
So-
Thank you for saving that after we said
everybody-
goodbye.
What an analogy!
Say thank you, Craig, everybody.
Thank
because
you,
Craig
Craig.
didn't,
Bye,
uh,
Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Love
He
you.
Thank you,
didn't drop
Craig.
out this time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're proud of him. Look at that.
And with that,
Okay.
we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Bye,
goodbye
everybody.
again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.